Welcome to what will be a speedy episode of Purposeful Consumption because I've left my run late and have a lot of things to do. But this month in physical media, read The Art of War by Sun Tzu, is possibly how you pronounce that. It's good. Just tips of war. Hopefully it'll improve my Age of Empires. Some of it's outdated. Sections about how much money I should spend on chariots and whatnot, but as far as the general guidance goes, I think it's probably still pretty applicable to a lot of things. I know business people get hard on it, but yeah, it's fine. A good little philosophy book, I guess. Then I also read Oscar Wilde's The Star Child. It's just a collection of poems and short stories by Oscar Wilde. I was kind of disappointed by it. The Picture of Dorian Gray is my favorite book, and there's nothing really of that in here. There's no spookiness, and it's not that clever or witty. It's just a lot of very heavy-handed symbolism and metaphors and stories that are probably good for 5-year-olds, but when you're expecting something akin to his gothic weirdness that is The Picture of Dorian Gray, the stories in The Star Child are kind of on the lame side. Sorry, Oscar. Not lame, though. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. This gives you the gothic that you want. I've actually read it quite a few times. This is my 4th or 5th read through, but I'm working on a project with Frankenstein at the moment, so I thought I should reread it and get it fresh in my mind. Definitely recommend it if you haven't read it. And also Death Note, the Black Edition, Volume 5, I believe that Roman numeral is. I've quite enjoyed the series. I've only got 1 volume left to go. It started out really good, and it's slowly gotten more and more convoluted and complex and a little bit tiresome towards the end. I won't give any spoilers as to why, but it starts out really good, and it's still a good read. It's just, it does teeter off and go, downhill as it goes, but definitely good. In the viewing, Family Guy Season 16. Good fun. It's Family Guy. You probably know what it is. Buck Rogers in the 25th century. Focus. It's not going to focus. Buck Rogers is too cool for the camera to even focus on. This is good fun. It's a cheap TV answer to Star Wars, essentially. I know that Buck Rogers predates Star Wars, but I mean, this specific version of Buck Rogers is a cheap TV answer to Star Wars in the same sense that the original Battlestar Galactica is, but this is more cheesy than the original Battlestar Galactica, although better than Battlestar Galactica 1980. It's good fun. If you want some silly superhero in space, fighting the forces of evil, this is good fun. It's got everything you need: space battles, fighter pilots, space princesses, revealing Lycra outfits. It's good. Recommend it. In the realm of CDs, of what I had in my car, I had Kansas, the best of, and it definitely is the best of. You've got what you'd expect on the best of, although it is missing Black Fathom 4. So I guess it does need Black Fathom 4 because that's a freaking awesome song, but it's a pretty good best of. It's got Dust in the Wind and Carry On My Wayward Son. So what more do you want? Closet Chronicles are also great. Good collection. Then also good collection, this big old Rolling Stones selection. 18 songs. It's the Stones, you can't go wrong. I saw them live last time they came to Adelaide, and it was excellent. I'll see them again if they come again. Then Steam Powered Giraffes, the album 1. Pretty good collection of their it's actually a really bloody nice look at that, all that album art and stuff. Not many bands do it these days, so good on Steam Powered Giraffe for actually putting the money in and giving a bit extra with the album. But it's a good fun album. As far as the song list goes, like some of them are kind of cheesy and only there because they're a steampunk silly band of robots, but some of it is just genuinely good for any listen to. I would say Brass Goggles is a great example of their music just being excellent. Out in the Rain and Electricity in My Soul, also great. But then other ones that are like, Clockwork Vaudeville and Steam Man Band are a bit more on the silly side. It's good for if you're listening to the album from start to finish, but you're probably not going to put it on your playlist. But if you haven't seen them, great band, very weird. They perform as robots, and just good fun vaudeville style music. So check them out. You always got to have an AC/DC album in there. Stiff Upper Lip, great album. Not much you need to say about AC/DC. Everyone knows who it is. And this is one of their best albums, I would say. Got a lot of good plays throughout the month. And then Fire Bomber. This is a fake real band from the anime Macross 7. It's about a hair metal band in space defeating alien vampires with mechs and singing, essentially. It's a genuinely good hair metal band. I would say it's up there with the best. I would rank Firebomber up there with like Winger. It's just really good fun. Great anime, great album, great fake band. As far as what I played this month, me and my partner defeated Shrek 2. It's fragile apparently. So Shrek 2 for the Xbox original. And then moving into modern day gaming, we also beat Super Mario Wonder. They're both great co-op games. Shrek 2 is a little glitchy, and I wouldn't say it's one of the all-time great games, but it is good fun. So if you're looking for a co-op game on the Xbox, you can probably pick it up for pretty cheap, and it is a blast. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is definitely more polished, although there are sections in it where it's not super well optimized for co-op, especially the levels where you're having to jump up the screen, but if someone falls behind, they die, and they're going to fall behind because you're jumping at 1,000,000 miles per hour up the screen. So some sections like that, not well optimized for co-op, but overall good fun, and they're very lenient with the lives. We ended up with like 37 extra lives or something, so you're not going to lose. It's just some areas not well optimized, but overall excellent game. And as far as the vinyl shout out for the month, I'm going to go for Dragon Force Ultra Beatdown. This album my brother gave to me. He found it on the side of the road for some reason. It's not Dragon Force's best album, I would say, but it's still a pretty damn good one. And if you're looking for something to wake you up in the morning, Dragon Force does a better job than coffee. So check out Dragon Force Ultra Beatdown if you haven't already. I mean, it probably came out 20 years ago, so chances are you have. But good album. And then in streaming, I watched Umbrella Academy, finally finished it off. Not a great ending, but a good series. And that is the Purposeful Consumption wrap-up for February. Bye.